versus Myeonwoo. So yeah, Duffalo recently switched from Protoss back to Zerg, and his goal is to reach 3k MMR as well as beat Myeonwoo, this Terran, in a game. Right. Hydra Lurker Viper is so fun but quite hard to control. I don't think it's hard to control because Lurkers just siege, right? They're basically siege tanks. Okay, you forgot a 16th drone, which isn't ideal. Duffalo, you forgot your 16th drone. Okay, your 16th drone was late. Um, yeah. Let's see. All right, you went for a 19th drone, so that's a mistake as well, right? Now your pool is a bit delayed, right? And this drone is too early. So you still need to practice your opener. It's not clean, right? Like we watched the gold Zergs earlier. Their opener was cleaner, not gonna lie. No flame, but you need to practice that. All right. 21st drone going straight to the third. Good. 2 queens, 4 lings, good. Is there a reason why you prefer this third base? Against Terran, or actually in general, I like this one more. Because the distance between your natural and this third is too large, right? So it's hard to defend. Also, were your queens late? This feels quite late. Alright, so you lose a Zergling, not the end of the world. You get your inject, you pull off of gas, all very good. Okay, here you need to listen to what I told you in our last session, right? You need to have your queen pushed up so that the Reaper can't get a free snipe on your creep tumor. And you also need to have your link supporting, right? So we look at this, right? You plop down the creep tumor, your queen is sitting behind it. You need it to be in front, and you need your Zerglings up ahead, right? Otherwise, the Reaper just comes in. Yeah, pool is late. That's why your queen is late. True. Right. All right. Other than that, so far so good. 330 Roach Warren. Oh yeah, so for Skippy Joe, what, were you the one asking? Oh no, reading con, right? This is the build that I tend to tell new players to play. It's just the Roach Ravager style, right? So you can kind of watch what's happening. 4-minute lair is good. You're taking your gases too early, Duffalo, right? We play rule of 1 gas, ideally. We can take a second gas if we need, but I don't think these gases 2 and 3 were necessary. Alright, but other than that, not bad. 440 Evo chamber is a bit early, but it's okay, because you're only getting 1. So Myeonwoo is going for a 2-1-1, and he's hitting around 5 minutes, so you are making the safety roaches for that. You've made 7, which is good. But now you're just you're sacrificing your queens, right? You needed to fight with all of your units there, right? You just lost 3 queens for basically free. But not the end of the world. It's just that now you're also floating behind this, and you're supply blocked, and you forgot to start upgrades. So it seems like you got very distracted by this drop, right? You basically forgot to macro behind it, forgot to get your upgrades, which isn't ideal. But yeah, now you're going up to 5 gas off of 50 drones, which is too many. I mean, you have too many gases. You should only be on 4 gas with this drone count, right? But it's okay, you're making more drones, so it's alright. So at this point, I would suggest starting your second Evo to get your +1 attack as well. Right. But other than that, it looks pretty clean. I'm not really sure how you'd lose this, actually. You're in a very good spot. Myeonmu is only on 39 workers. You're basically even on upgrades. And your army supply is better than his. Alright, so let's watch this attack, right? You're drawn out of position by the drop. You eat 2 tank shots. And you only have 2 Ravagers. Right? And you just lose that Ravager for free. Trying to go for a bile. You do get this nice pick off on some of the Marines, but then you're also eating a crap ton of tank shots for it. Right. Okay, this is a pretty bad fight. This is a really bad fight. Yeah. You basically threw the game with that fight. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's study. How did this go wrong? Alright. First off, you only have 2 Ravagers. You need at least 3 to one-shot a tank, right? So that's key. Second off, your entire Roach army is clumped up here, right? Which means that you're basically gonna get shredded by tanks, right? You need to split your army, probably send some down south, maybe even to flank, right? So here, you get your bile, and then you get shot, so then all your units aggro forward, and you eat 2 tank shots for free, basically. Right. Here, you get baited by these Marines. Look at how many tank shots you're eating, and you only kill like, what, 5 Marines? And now you're committed into a bad attack, because these roaches are all clumped up, and only 2 of them are shooting. These are getting clumped up, and your lings are stuck behind them, right? So what you should be doing, well, first off, ideally you shouldn't be taking this fight, right? This is a bad fight. But if you had to take it, you need to move these roaches to the right, and then you need to also split these roaches up. You need to push them forward, right? So that these roaches in the back can also shoot. So you need a stutter step forward, basically. Now at this point, you're fighting in a choke against a larger concave of Marines, and Marines with Stim will just out DPS you, right? And you're also floating a shit ton of money because you forgot to make roaches behind it. So what you should do is you should pull back and form a concave on the high ground to force the Marines to fight up the ramp into your choke, right? Like, look, you're just getting out DPS, and yeah, game is over. So honestly, Duffalo, your macro and decision making is pretty good overall. That's never been the issue. I think it's just your fight. Your fight needs a lot of work, right? You need to remember to get enough Ravagers and to also split your army so that you don't get baited into a choke point, right? That's about it. All right.